Hello everyone, I am Luke, and welcome to the 135th Battle of the Promethean Directive Season 2, where we have the Environmental Reclamation Facility of BRIC alongside Fleet Claiming 3, up against Gun, Boat, Diplomat. From the Erewhon Remains, Gunboat's over here, City is over there, Claiming is over there. Let's see who wins this. Administrative oversight, this was meant to be in a river, but it is not, and BRIC's going to deal with that. And they'll probably win anyways because missile spam is missile spam. And thick-walled stone and alloy structures are thick-walled stone and alloy structures, however you slice it. Actually, they're mostly metal, not stone, never mind. One battery has taken 86% damage, the particle is on 99, and the egos appear untouched. Another battery is 83. And the particle's still vibing. I'm surprised the missiles haven't done more on their initial salvo. Ah, that's why they are barely keeping up. And actually despawning before some of them get here. Although, to be fair, this guy is out of the legal combat range at this point in time, because it got up to 3,000 there. It's back within right now. If it frequently goes beyond 3k, then I will disqualify it. Because it's an unfair advantage to be going beyond the combat range, and it's all your fault if you're up against stationary structures. Okay, you're getting despawned. You may notice I have very little patience today. I just want to get these battles done. That guy was at like 3.1 kilometers against stationary targets and had more than enough time to adjust, so yeah. Sorry about ya. I know there are ferries, but I think it was after those guys, and I think it was also mostly on the other side of the ferries. One ferry just died there. But I'm assuming there's still 19 of them left. Okay, good news for BRIC. Looks like they can hit the unbound egos, albeit with some difficulty. There goes one of the egos. Yeah, to me what was happening with the breakdown just looked like it was keeping range with the skill of a poorly tuned PID. There goes one more missile battery, which I've seen some of my craft do on occasion, but usually they eventually even it out. But it was like snaking toxically, so. Let's see how well these guys can hit egos. Not when it's turning like that. Yeah, part of that as well was just me being a little bit tired of Erewhon constantly just edging the battle range, and it prolonging a lot of fights. And when I get the chance to actually pay attention to them instead of them just sitting in the background, then I will be aggressive with rulings when otherwise I might not have noticed. That's a lot of missiles. Too bad they cannot hit the ego. We have 3 egos left at 87, 98, and 97. obviously the missiles can hit them, but it seems like they do not manage that often. And BRIC may yet lose this battle. Oh, yep, there go 2 more missile batteries. Meanwhile, no more eco damage has been dealt. But it's hard to say what the ferries will manage to do. Let's look at these guys. They are little small missile 2-rotor drones. And mostly missing. The question, I guess, will be whether the unbound egos can hit those or not. I have a feeling this battle is going to take way longer than it should. Didn't you used to be able to up the game speed past 100% by spamming the plus key? I seem to remember that. There goes one of the tilt rotors. But that may have just been a thing that I was used to for slowing the game down and speeding up. If you want your summary, Mr. Bongo, it is 20 small missile tilt rotors, 4 large advanced missile fighters, 8 corporate missile silos, and then 1 breakdown or macroscopic particles, the APS one, right? APS thruster craft. Oh yeah, I doubt it. I was gonna give you a stupid answer. Whichever one that you speak better about will win, I'm sure. If you call those like advanced, capable stealth fighters up against measly, antiquated tilt rotors, then it's gonna be clear with the other one. Well, the 4 large advanced missile fighters are on the side with a large APS thruster craft. Yeah, chat can, yeah, it does know some about FTD, especially if you get the setting where it will actually like scrape the internet live to give you answers. But it also loves to hallucinate stuff still. Yeah, these egos aren't getting hit for whatever reason. Either they've gotten more evasive because of the damage they took, or something. Or they just got in a pattern now where they're constantly going toward and away from the targets, which makes missiles really bad at hitting them. Because a missile can do a good job of hitting a circling target, but when you go in and out, and then back in and out, then they, while also simultaneously bobbing up and down, they are really bad at converging. So these guys may be, oh, I was about to say evasion cheesing, but that guy just ate it. So did this one. Maybe I was speaking too positively about their evasion capabilities. Both of these guys got AI dead, which leaves just 1 ego left at 85, chilling on the periphery. Okay, so this battle will end in a short time eventually. Yeah, I assume eventually the fairies would win this even if the last tower gets destroyed, which it's still alive. Not by a huge margin, but it is. Oh yeah, this guy is circling at 2 kilometers to the nearest ferry. I guess a little bit less if you count those 2. Yeah, this is why I hate long battle ranges. Because you get a lot of nothing ever happens. And as soon as anyone else gets closer, it's just going to flee further away. So if there's always just 1 ferry in the lead, then there will only be 1 ferry in range because it just stays further away from the closest craft, I assume. Yeah, despite, I presume, closing towards this guy, they are not getting any closer. Stuck with the closest one about 2k. But this guy may just crash. Like, his wobbling is bringing him lower and lower to the ground. Yeah, I mean, Particle could have, but it was also like 1 more missile silo away from being dead. If you trust in the fairies to finish the battle, then the Particle would not have mattered because it was dead in probably 2 minutes. And given that we saw 2 egos get simultaneously killed, I assume that must have been from fairy missiles, at least in part, because there's only 1 missile silo left, and I doubt it would split its fire. Yeah, so this guy is circling beyond the range of any of the fairies, and I would even go so far as to say it is death spiraling. Oh, I think it shot itself there. Because whatever that hit was, it wasn't Ensign, like everything else has been. Although I would have guessed this guy used Ensign missiles, but we don't know. That might be AG. I don't even know what Ensign looks like. But yeah, this guy's death spiraling. Okay, he's getting despawned, and that will be a win for BRIC. Thank you all for watching. City is mostly destroyed though, so sorry about that.